Hi, I'm Haley Blutso with Any News Today, here to cover an unusual story about star-crossed lovers. The couple has fought through the odds to battle the government regulations concerning visas. Danny Taylor is reporting live to report this story. Danny, are you there? Thank you, Haley. I'm here today with Nebraska native Chris Ray and his newlywed wife, Asako Ishii. Chris Ray was on a business trip in Tokyo, Japan, when he instantly fell in love with Asako. Thank you, Danny. We met at a local fish market, and it was instant love. We got married within a week, and I can't say I regret it. However, Chris ran into some trouble soon after the eloped wedding. Chris did not realize that Asako was Japanese. Yeah, this was a problem. See, I'm a U.S.-born citizen. Asako, I did not know, but she's Japanese. So, it was really hard because I wanted to show her where I grew up in. And, it's very hard to obtain a visa, even if it's a traveling visa. Yeah. The couple wrote to Fortenberry requesting that Asako was issued a traveling visa to the United States. This type of casework helps individuals such as the Ray couple cut through the red bureaucratic tape to get them what they want, a chance to meet the family. Fortenberry achieved the impossible and granted Asako a pass to America, a traveling visa. 20 years later, we are back in America. I believe America has the best form of government there is. I knew I could fully rely on it.
本当に家族なんか大嫌いで、本当に嫌で、アメリカなんかもう大嫌いで、本当家族に会いたくて、ただ本当に嫌で、大嫌いで、本当に無理で、本当家族に会いたくて、我慢なんか
She's really happy. The couple will be returning to Japan in an hour. They are expecting quadruplets. Thankfully, Japan does not have the one-child policy. This is Danny reporting live. Back to you, Haley. Thank you, Danny. And may I say, what an amazing couple. In other news, President Obama has just been impeached. I have with me today Congresswoman Massa. Massa is going to fully explain the impeachment process and a little bit more in detail concerning the impeachment of President Obama. Thank you, Massa. Thank you, Haley. And yes, it is true that President Obama was impeached as of last Tuesday by the House of Representatives and was tried by the Senate. Congress has the implied power of oversight over the president. This is part of the checks and balance system that helps to oversee the executive branch. Now, by enforcing this power, Congress ensures that all laws necessary and proper, which was established by the McCourt v. Maryland Supreme Court. That's another story I'm not going to go into today. Now, by enforcing this power, Congress ensures that President does not gain too much power and become a tyrant with no respect to the Constitution. Could you please tell us a little bit more in detail about this process? I had no clue about any of this. Please go on. Oh yes, of course, Haley. According to Article 2, Section 2, it states that the President is given the power by the advice consent of the Senate to make treaties, provided that 2/3 of the Senate is present and concurs. Now, what I mean by advice and consent is the fact that the Senate can approve treaties brought up by the executive branch, granted there's a 2/3 vote. The Senate does not ratify the treaties, but instead takes up a resolution of ratification and gives its advice and consent to the President. Now, President Obama was found to be bribing a portion of the Senate in order to gain votes for a treaty that was personally introduced. This is graft. This is illegal. Okay, so from what I understand, the impeachment process goes from the resolution, committee vote, House vote, hearings, report, House vote, trial in the Senate, and then the Senate votes? Yeah, that's correct, Haley. It's a long process that tries for treason, bribery, or other high crimes. On Tuesday, the final step of impeachment process, the Senate votes, and it concluded that President Obama's final day in office was a Friday. There was a 2/3 vote, and the President was automatically removed from office. This means that the Vice President will now assume the duty as the President of the United States. Thank you for that thoughtful insight. Again, that was Congresswoman Sunny Massa reporting about the impeachment of President Obama and the process. I'm Haley Bledsoe reporting live. For more information on our stories, you can visit us at anynews.org or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or MySpace. Thank you.